That's right. You are locked in. Yo, what's goody? Welcome to a whole new episode of the Party TV. Yeah, baby. We in the building. You already know it's the Party Team. Yes. Why doesn't everybody take it in? Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes, all that good stuff. We in the mofo building. Coming to you on Lil Baby's internet tonight from the A room over here at the Grind Factory. And I've got Grind Familiar in the building with me. You already know. I've got 2K. I've got MJ. I've got Bunni.Lise. And I've got Ika. Her hair. For those guys listening, her hair. We got her hair. So as you can see, we at the club tonight. We brought it to the club. Going to the club tonight. We gotta do grown discussion. Y'all already know what we do at the party scene. It's drinking, it's smoking. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a little grown. It's this corona going on right now. We can't necessarily, well we could, but we want to be a little safe tonight. But we decided to bring the club to us. We talk about some grown stuff tonight. How we doing tonight? Oh, nice. Everybody's doing good. Alright. Oh yeah. Well, we got a few different random things to try to talk about. And we might open up the floor a little bit. Discuss a few random things. But first, what I have to talk about, how long is too long? And that's a pun. if you watch the latest episode of Major Shenanigans, MJ had a pun segment. you gotta watch it. So that's what that's about. So how long is too long? There is a couple who've been engaged for 22 years who are finally married.
That's too long right now. I mean, at this point, some people are at the verge of divorce at 22 years. Y'all just finally single? I'm going to be honest. Since it's a party team, what about we get in these 22 years?
They been fucking.
We better be.
So I'm going to tell you. Not me. My aunt. I don't know okay, so they're not together anymore. I think they got divorced a couple of years ago. But at the time when I was a kid, her boyfriend, they were engaged. They were engaged for about 18 years before they finally got married, like 10 or so years.
That's a whole time. You know, I feel like that's exactly.
And they were doing so that's why I'm saying. Yeah. He lived with her.
Some people don't though. But I mean,
so those are to me. That's a part of the reason why it goes on for so long. Because y'all living together and basically carrying on as a married couple. So what's the point? I know some people would look down on it. I actually don't.
I mean, I don't, because honestly, I'm not like.
I would just say your finances were separate.
Yeah, it was a lot to me of this. Because you live with us. Well, yeah, or for you to live with me. Because me being in that experience with somebody else, see how it feels. So I realized what you do with a person, now I have to figure all this out while you're here under my roof or I'm under your roof. It's not worth it because you might start not liking the person like I did and you'll be like, wait.
Can I tell you, for someone who's been in a long-term relationship, and I'm pretty sure everything you never know that person. You will never know that person before you reach future point of saying, let's live together. You are gonna learn new stuff about that person every day. And that you took the words out of my mouth. I was getting ready to say that because you're gonna learn about yourself.
You don't even know everything about your dad's own self.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Honestly, like, I don't want a relationship right now because I want to know enough about myself at least before I hop into some other crap because I'm crazy by myself.
Well, I mean, that's the truth. The truth is when you're in a relationship with somebody, just like you're getting to know yourself, they hopefully know themselves to a certain point. Some don't.
Right.
But if they do, then, you know, you guys are getting to know yourselves and going through life together. And when you hear people talk about the vows for better or worse, you have more worse than better.
Yeah, that's true.
And you have to be willing. It's not. And you have to be willing to go through those worst. That's what I'm saying. That's really what it's about.
This is where the boat stops. Ain't got no time to waste. I'm tired of running through you thoughts. I need a grown woman who can own up and mastermind her own thoughts, be her own boss. Have my back at all costs. We gon' eat the most. You're right. But you know, my biggest thing is those two, because I kind of know, I kind of think it was like one of them was a dancer, magnet, and the other one was a sport. But you know, you didn't have too much to realize. You're better than me because you don't want to do it. So that works coming through, so that relationship comes.
Double cup sipping dead, homie on my shirt, drum, big chain, no feet. I can domestic cuts and the guts, match the feet. You can kiss me in the streets cause I'm grinding. When you see me coming down, I be shining. You can call me R. Kelly, you remind me of a big booty freak up and diamond.
That just means they've had their feet on his
Baby, come and flow with me. I spit that pimpin' poetry, and now you want some more of me.
You have to decide if you really want to be bothered with sharing your space and your everything.
No, because I had to fight over the guy that AC in the heat. Like, he wanted the AC, I just wanted it.
That's how it goes.
Temperature.
That's how it goes.
He's like, girl, but it's hot. Well, turn the heat on because I'm freezing. And he didn't care. So, no, I couldn't do it. Because my space is good if it's warm. Just my shirt.
Does anyone else have anything on this subject?
I was just going to say, if you were together for 22 years and they was not involved, because it should be about two people and their relationship, the way they interact, not about. I feel like I mean, and then other people have different reasons for not doing the whole paperwork thing. Like, there's like you have folks that have issues with child support. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might want to tie the knot and make it official like that on paper. But legally, like you said in Georgia, you might not necessarily want to do that because it can affect your finances.
Yeah, you'll be responsible.
Okay. And if you are a person who is willing to be in that kind of a relationship,
made 100 bands all day racks. Put another 100 with a safe
and not what
we do the bad that ASAP.
I take that back. My bad. If you choose to be in a situation with a person who is dealing with child support issues, then again, there's a multitude of reasons why to fight for child support. And it ain't even always got to be because so wouldn't pay. Right. It ain't always like that. It could be that they was trying to pay and somebody had a problem with the pay schedule. So I mean,
I've seen females do it because the man don't want to do it. Like I've yes, I've seen a couple of mothers walk away from the house. Yeah, it's usually the fathers, but I've seen two mothers walk. I have seen two mothers.
Same thing go for guys who get with a woman who had children.
You know that
It's a case by case. It's based on.
You know that reminds me. It's
Stacking up all of my chips. This off of an audio clip. Keep me a 40 on the hip. Just stay on that warrior shit.
I saw that.
I was like, that's a really good idea. So they wouldn't be separate. That's sweet because you know how much that takes?
He's getting ready to go from taking care of himself to fix.
They were young kids too. Like I don't know how old they were.
But he's gonna get his blessing.
I was gonna say, but he doesn't even understand how many women are looking at him because of that.
Do you know all the
find
big
a wife real quick?
puss he gonna get?
He gonna find a wife.
Heck yeah! They gonna be throwing it at him.
I'm sure.
They in his DMs.
I know you need something.
Yeah.
You need a babysitter for you. Not the kids, for you.
Now,
You can go have some good time.
I found
After
this
the kids
particular
go to bed.
story after I found the one I just read you guys, but it was about this couple in Canada. They did not have a home or kids together, but they were together in a relationship as boyfriend and girlfriend for 14 years, and she now gets $53,000 a month.
Right.
No, I salute her for being in a romantic relationship with this man. So he's gonna have to pay $50,000 a month for the next 10 years in spousal support to a woman who he had a long-term relationship with. They kept separate homes and didn't have children together, but up there in Ontario, they're considered, they still do common law. They don't do common law here anymore, but up there they still do common law, which is if they've lived together continuously for at least 3 years, then they're considered common law, so they treat them like a married couple according to the law. They used to have that here, but they got rid of that back in, I think, the early 90s. But back in the day, you could do it. You could decide you want to shack up with your man, and after X amount of years, it was 7 years. I think it was after 7 years, you all were legally considered husband and wife.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
It does. I done had to wash this man's stank ass drawers for the last 7 fucking years.
Right, because for 7 years, I know he wasn't doing that.
Right.
Like,
So I damn sure should have. So apparently what they said is that they got together and she was 38 and separated with 2 children. He was 46 and divorced with 3. They maintained separate homes, but they behaved as a couple, both privately and publicly. They vacationed together. He gave her a 7.5-carat diamond ring and other jewelry. She quit her job and would regularly sleep at his house. They traveled together and talked about this. He proposed several times, and she accepted. He often referred to her by his last name. However, he insisted she sign a marriage contract and came up with several drafts. She refused. Get money, bitch! Throughout their relationship, they kept separate bank accounts and they never had property in common. But nonetheless, he gave her thousands of dollars every month. A credit card, paid her mortgage, and showered her with expensive gifts.
so he already started.
He provided her and her children with a lavish lifestyle. The court found this was a committed relationship. And when their relationship broke down, she went to the court and asked the court to recognize her as a spouse and to get support. He argued, and y'all get ready to hate what I'm finna say, but like a bitch ass dude would. She ain't do nothing but just travel with me. That's all she did. All she did was just go on a couple vacations with me. It was my little girlfriend. And the court said, we don't care. In this case, we find you paying her 53 bands a month. Case dismissed.
Seriously, because it's like, in some way, she already was working, but you agreed for her to quit working, like, so, like, you make her your house home, you know, like that housewife. Gave her money and paid bills. Nigga, I forgot what show it was. Really? That was your wife? Paper or no paper? You signed up for that.
Yes, it is.
Signed up for that.
Salute, sir. I'm sorry. Salute. I mean, you know, dudes gotta understand. When you ask a woman to put her life basically, stop what you're doing and be with me and follow me
kids than yours, I'm sure.
They had probably had all the kids together. That's cool. But you financed my life. You paid for my mortgage. You paid my credit card. You gave me cash and gifts. And you bought me and the kids other stuff. Yeah. I was back.
I know.
You know when the boss, we can get straight to it. All them other chicks, they can all get lost. If she running with the website, you gon' cop it all. But the
Gave her her name on it.
depends on what you say, how you moving. Your heavenly body is dripping with sauce. Turning me on. You acting so grown, can't wait to get home. Take off your clothes, making you moan. Doing that gas, they say that I'm
Girl, we wouldn't even like
I know you
that.
finna prove, just prove it.
A dude the other day got upset. He took a girl out on a date. The date was $150 and he was upset.
Because they made too many songs about if you take a girl out and pay for this, you're supposed to get
Young Dog said, yeah, she good, but I might buy a Sonic slushy, but I can't give no money. I said, God damn. Then he said, I might buy a water, but you know that song, get that bread, that head, then leave. You heard that? He said on the first verse, he says he might buy a Sonic slushy, but I ain't giving no money. And on the second verse, he said, yeah, I might buy a Whataburger, but I ain't gonna give no money. You got me that crazy. And I was like, damn, did he get real specific? I said, damn, a Sonic slushy.
No cup, no fight, no ice. See a nigga fly like me. Tell her keep a nigga out of feet. Fuck it, I take it all away. Bro, raise my life my way. I need you in my life. Long as you got me,
Here's my problem. I don't get upset because I feel like he never talking to me.
right.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I ain't with you. I take that spicy chicken salad.
Nah, she's sweet. So I'm gonna get the Baconator large with a because I buy that for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need you to buy it. I can buy it for myself.
I wish they had the line like this. You gotta get one of them. I'm trying to drink so good.
The way I carry myself, and I tried to encourage them to carry themselves as females. It has nothing to do with dog demand. But the expectation is if I can buy it for myself, I expect like I'm not coming to you asking you to spend more on me than I would spend on my own food. I buy this for myself. We don't, but I'm hearing now that guys are trying to do sidewalk dates. Well, basically, they meet you at the park with maybe a sandwich or two. I see the text messages where a dude had a girl coming to the house for a date. She asked him, could he, she said, why don't you go ahead and order pizza before I get there? He said, LOL. I ain't got but I just spent my last $20 on food. I don't get paid till Friday. So I really can't order. And it was like,
Why am I coming to your house? Oh, never get involved in food.
Don't that sound like that guy told y'all to ask me on a picnic? Like it was just the time for that right now?
Oh, yeah, that guy that wanted to talk to you in the store.
Talking about some, hey girl, I can take you out on a picnic. I said a picnic.
that's sweet to do with bae, with drinks and all that cushy stuff.
After we'd have been on the first date and we know each other, what I feel like going up during COVID.
Then see when we want to go to Starbucks and don't want to order. Yeah, and then Jada gonna tell us about this. I mean, Bunni.Lise gonna tell us about this song.
Yeah, the fact that
I didn't know if she ever wants to say it on camera. Yeah, go ahead.
we're having this conversation is so freaking hilarious because, again, me and my coworkers, some of my coworkers, just randomly, yes, because I'm pretty sure they'll be watching this. We had a conversation, and it dealt with what the expectations were on a date based on the amount of money or restaurant location. And I was like, I'm telling you, we had some crazy conversations. And so it was so funny. It was like, so what do you get for a trip to
Nothing. The pleasure of me calling you tomorrow.
Exactly. It don't be that much. But then it's like, so Ruth Chris. What do you get for Ruth Chris? I don't know. With the prices, I've never been there. But I'm just saying, that was the conversation that we had. It was like, okay, so now people are saying, are basing date basically on the amount of money that's being spent and the location you go to. So it's like some folks got a list of, alright, so we doing this. If I take you serious, then I'm expecting this.
There are guys who have that expectation.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's I don't
And in this particular instance, it's a female. Because she was like, if I pay,
That's the problem with 2020 though. Like everybody feels like you have to
I can't be eating at the house.
Like, I feel like you're supposed to get something for doing something when you've never been around. Like, if you're in a real relationship, y'all
If I'm gonna fuck you, I was gonna fuck you regardless. It didn't matter where you took me. I wanted to do it. Like,
the only reason I went out with you because that was my plan from the beginning. Like, don't try me like that.
That's the real reality. If that's gonna go down, it doesn't like. I'm not a prostitute because, and I'm not knocking sex workers. Because here's what I was like. If you feel like because you take me to Ruth Chris and spend $150, I'm supposed to fuck, then just give me the $150. And we can have sex and I'm going about my business.
And I
Like
do
what it
whatever I
is.
want with the money.
I don't have to waste my time eating it.
I don't get a steak for that.
But most people won't do that.
No,
You feel me?
because they're not real.
You feel me?
That's
So
what
no.
escorts. You take them out, they pretend like they're your girlfriend for the night, woo, and then you get back to the room, do what you do, and then pay them the money now.
The difference is Ika. The reason why let me take that back. The difference between the two with that escort, you didn't just pay for her dinner. You paid her to come back to that room and lady shit. On a date, all you paid for was that dinner.
Right, you showed
Cheap.
You saw
Cheap,
that
cheap,
show,
cheap.
baby.
I'm just
Saw
cheap.
that show, baby. That's how they do it.
And the truth.
Anybody who's seen the show Baby on Netflix, you know what I'm talking about. You should check it out. It's about these two girls who basically sell themselves as prostitutes, and it shows you the story of how it happened and how they were playing to scam everybody. And it was just, like with this grown bitch, but they were supposed to go into this high-end school where that was supposed to be not possible, but it was definitely possible. I mean, it's college, yeah, but I feel like it was based off of something
happening
now.
Oh yeah.
Right. And it was just too realistic. how they
Jeffrey
had it.
Epstein, didn't he like little?
But I was sitting there when I watched the show, I was in my feelings because I was like, there's been times that any female can say when you've been in a hard place, you feel like that's where I'm gonna go for a quick second, but then you be like, oh hell no, because
Stripping.
you don't because you don't realize what's really gonna happen to you if you take that path. But in this show, like it just really showed it because one girl almost got raped, the other one like she was selling herself all because she couldn't get attention at home. And so she was just going to every girl in the time. And you just like, wow. And the crazy thing is the one who a boyfriend the whole time, but the crazy thing is while she was sitting there acting like I'm just gonna sell myself because of my parents, the person who got her started was this other friend. And then she was and the other friend was like, I want to get out of it. She was like, okay, you get out of it, but I'm gonna just cover for you and basically fuck the people that you were fucking and fuck everybody else too. Like, you should watch the show. I was sitting there like, whoa! And the whole time she's going to school and acting like nothing is happening.
This is why I tell high
She
school
was in high school.
parents, you must.
Watch your kids.
I don't care if they say you pay the bills in that home, so you be involved. Like, cause some of these children, they need your attention and your love, and they don't know how to tell you.
Out there doing it.
Some of the reason why I don't always go off on some of those kids and be so hard is because they don't know how to tell you what they need, and you just gotta give them some love.
Like literally, right before I left, there was a lady bringing up stuff with her kid. I mean, she's touching the belt. Stop touching it.
She was in the aggravated. She was in a bad mood. She was in a bad mood.
I feel bad for that child. Now they go off and not want to tell you stuff. They be around you and open up to you.
But unfortunately, parents don't understand that. They don't. I think what most parents don't do, the things that they wish could have been a little different, and when they grew up, they don't apply that mentality to their own. To understand, okay, no parent is perfect. No parent is perfect. There's a thing or two that a parent did that did some kind of damage. I don't care what and I'm even saying that from my perspective. There's always a little something that a parent could have done. It's like, you may have to work through it. But my suggestion is be open and honest about it, because the only way you can really grow and heal is to have that conversation and be honest with yourself and them, because at the end when you have that conversation, then both of you grow, both of you heal, and both of you are better, and you break that hurt, break that cycle, because a lot of it is learned and it's repeated throughout your family. You know, no one ever breaks it. No one ever says, I ain't gonna be the one to do it. Be the one to do it. Now I'm breaking the cycle. I can't wait to see what y'all think about this topic, because I read this OT Genasis. Listen, and I'm so torn. Push It. That's probably my #1 running song. I love. Don't get me started. I love that song. However, he on some bullshit. He said he can't wife up a woman who has slept with more than 2 rappers.
How many people has he slept with?
They asked that. So yeah.
Like, first of all,
they did ask specific. I didn't see the video.
You be out here sleeping with everybody, but then you gonna judge somebody else?
Okay, so here I go. We have a male on the panel. I like our male. Please. Yes, please.
Would you sleep with a female if she did it with had sex since we're on a party team with more than 2 men?
It depends on the situation and how it happened. Did those 2 men come onto her and do what they did, or did she come on and
Was she buying it happened, or was it just past relationships?
was it at once? Were they all at the same time?
Well, it says 2 rappers, so
He was specific about rappers. He was specific about rappers. They asked him specific.
Okay, so if you were a celebrity and you were well known and famous, would you have?
No, you don't have to be a celebrity. It's about the woman.
So if she has sex
If she slept with
famous
you,
people, what would you do?
nope, not even famous. Rappers. I know dog ass vocal rappers.
Yeah, sure, they garbage. Some of these people are garbage. What would you do?
100K just to ante up. Play the hand, we got enough. Now hold up, you better listen up. I done had enough. This is where the buck stops.
I gotta think about it.
No time to waste. I'm tired of running through these thoughts.
You can say whatever.
I need a grown woman who can own up and mastermind her own thoughts. Be her own boss. Have my back at all costs. We gon' eat the most.
He said rappers are just OT Genasis is like rappers is wild. I know what they into because he's one himself. So he.
I mean, just hearing some of this stuff not being on myself, I could, like, they be on the drugs, they be at the parties, they be with the having sex with partners, like, more extra shit.
Can I be honest? This is another one of those double standards. So he can be with whomever. I mean, and she's supposed to be okay with it. She's supposed to be okay with it. She's supposed to say, "Oh, you done been with this many people, so I gotta say no." It's her who's being judged, not him.
You remind me of a big booty freak up and diamond. Come and roll with me, vibe with me, sipping on that potion. Wanna take you for a ride, wanna swim off in your ocean. I got you turned up on that Yoda C, now baby, come and flow with me. I spit that pimpin' poetry, and now you want some more of me.
5, I would probably be like, okay, well, it's just, it depends. People
I try to talk to about like we're all the more experience. You feel me? So I wasn't really in a position to do all what she doing over here. Because everybody I knew was busting down and I was in the house by myself.
You know how old I am.
That was my life now. And I wouldn't. You know, so I couldn't be real true. That's my point. That's my point. I was young and people younger than me were getting in. And I was like, oh. I had a friend, they trained get crazy. They have a baby.
I had a really temporary one off in class one
like that too.
And she found
One
out
of them was
she
like
pregnant,
that.
was like,
She
oh
was
my
big.
God, I didn't know, but I'm pregnant. And then you know what she said? Crazy thing, she told me and my friend, and we both looked at each other and was like, oh.
Get ready to hit a button.
She said, we did the pull-out method, and I thought it worked. But now I guess it don't work, so I'm going to tell y'all too, don't ever try it. That's what she told me. I said, wow. And to this day, I still follow her on Instagram, and she has another son, and it's so beautiful. But I give you this. She was smart enough that after she had that first son, she didn't have that next one until she was graduating college. I got her shit together and we moved on. Even when she had that other baby, she was the only other person I knew who had that baby still graduated and got her diploma at the same time. Like, I had to give her I was like, honestly, okay, well, yeah, I have to do this for her. If you don't follow me, you gotta get half.
That mean we caught us a lick. I did it all for my clique. We never call it a quit.
All the way around.
Stop it to all of us rich. Taking up all of my chips.
Have asked body count matter.
Keep me
I
a
see
40 on the
some people
hill.
say you are
Just stay
very
on that warrior shit. Sick them dogs on the deal. Watch a little boss make a
So do you guys think, do you act? Back in the day,
After a while, I will ask just out of curiosity. He didn't want to give me exactly correct. But his thing was because, and I won't even say it was because he was working, because he was less than I thought. Because he was one of those people who wanted to admit to me that I was in a room with other friends when they were fucking other women. And I was the reason that they were fucking those women because I encouraged those women to exactly. He was like, I encouraged those women to come and fuck my friends, but I didn't want to be a part of it. And my biggest thing is I always felt was like that was a lie. But okay. But after you accept a person for who they are, you realize.
That's it right
I was gonna say, I feel like he did. He's just a liar. But you just wanted me to feel comfortable instead of just being able to be honest with you. But because of that, that's why we're not together anymore.
I think the more important question is, when was the last time you were tested?
Who?
No, instead of body count.
Yeah,
That's
you know, that's
when is the
what's
last
going
time
on
you
with
had
you
an
sisters right now is what's the issue. That
Do
was
y'all
what's
not
going
know
on
how many
behind.
times I had that guy get chesty? Because I felt like he was doing some stuff. Like, I'm sorry, but if
in
you
your
can't-
relationship?
Yeah, because you remember, there was a time where a female came over. I'll say it on here. Let me tell y'all people, this is how it be out here, because y'all already know. But, but being in a relationship with a person where you find out that they've been with people before you because you're the younger person in the relationship, you're like, okay, I can accept that because I'm a younger person in the relationship. You got about 4 years on you. 4 years, so you're like, okay. And then you realize this person's not being honest. And you start, I'm at work and you bring somebody over, and I'm like, so, the fuck? Like, we may not be in the best place, but you decide that you bring a friend over to the house, and I'm supposed to just assume that this person is just a friend. Like, it's 2020. We know what the fuck that means. Oh, he can tell you some stories. He told me some stories. Let me tell you. But we done both been down that path where somebody will lie to you and say that it's not really what's happening, and you just be like, oh.
God, 2 weeks ago, I just found out he had girlfriends and stuff like that, and I was like,
You should tell me his story.
okay.
The same time I was going through the last bit of what I was going through with my exes when he was going through the same shit with his ex, and now we had to convince each other to leave that shit alone. Because they both on that bullshit. Next time I will tell you people, make sure you have at least a backup person to keep you in check, because if it's not your supposed ex or boyfriend that you're dating, but somebody who honestly will be there before and after that relationship. Because if not, they won't be able to tell you the difference in what you've become. Because honestly, he's part of what saved me, because I decided that I was going to steal after the relationship was over, because I was used to it. He stuck with it, and he decided that the best thing to do was be like, no, you better leave. You don't leave, I won't leave. So we both was like, you know what? I'm going to leave and you will leave. Fuck!
shit to you, and I'm tired of him doing this shit to you, you better have a friend or somebody who encourages you to do the right thing, because relationships be fucking you up sometimes. God damn it.
God.
Yeah, because my person, back to the story, was on that bullshit and decided that what he was gonna do was tell me that his motherfucking friend was over the house while I'm making the money because he a broke ass nigga. So what I decided to do was make my money and break up with that ass. And what did he do? Oh. Girl, I love you. It wasn't even like that. I didn't even do that. Wait, I gotta get really exaggerated. Girl, it wasn't even like that. I love you. Like, she wasn't even here for that. Like, what do you mean? Like, we was doing business. We was taking pictures. Well, you know what? God damn it. But you know what? It's 2020, about to be 2021, so I ain't got time for that bullshit. It's not good. Do what you do. Why we started taking over, and they're the ones, no offense, you still great out there? You can't.
And you not in this.
Right, not you, but a lot of the bum-ass men who try to run us over and make us feel like we're less than, that's why you're the less than. Because now I moved on and I'm doing great, and your ass still cold.
Let's give us a low to the first connection tonight.
I just decided to be honest.
Do your thing, John. Don't let me stop. Let's have fun.
But y'all should hear his story. Y'all should mind me something. That girl fucked up. I'm gonna try to find out what she lives like at night. Because she was bothering me. You ever want to find somebody and beat their ass? No. That girl was doing more than full story. I just know about that call and video chat, and she was trying to, the same way my ex was trying to find any way to contact me, so was his.
Wait a minute, this chick, you have a boyfriend?
Oh no,
yeah, go ahead and tell the story.
Okay, here's the reason why I don't fuck with people who got best friends. So, my ex, I won't name drop, you know.
Right?
She had a best friend. This is when I lived with my brother. I was on the phone when I had my iPhone. We were on FaceTime. And she gets to joking about her best friend, I guess. Texting her. And let's just say she let her best friend eat her out on my phone.
Bruh.
And then when I hung up on her, she calls me back, and the first thing she says is, "Why are you mad? Why are you mad?" And so I hung up on her again. That's just one story.
She was a hoe, bro. And I had to tell him, let her go, because she's a hoe. She will let anybody touch her, fuck her, suck her, everything. And all you're gonna be doing is getting there in last place after 7 men and already touched that, eat that, ate that, been that, fuck that, everything. And then what's gonna happen? You're gonna be sitting here trying to think that you're the first, the last, and all of that. And she's playing you because she's a hoe. She's been a hoe before you met her. She's a hoe now. She's gonna be a hoe later. And she's such a hoe that a couple months ago, this bitch ass tried to call him again. The same time my ex tried to call. I think both of our exes were on the same wave. Like,
She watched the story and read my post 2 months ago.
so did he.
And I left her on red. I keep on going.
You be yourself. I just told my story. And to pull up anyway. Xavier got the blow. Don't get that story. I think
No,
it was way before
2019. Dating in the, as Daddy would say, y'all's generation.
Yeah, the millennials.
Y'all millennial dating. Guys, millennial dating, it's gotten worse because y'all have a little more trust and understanding between each other. But our generation, we have gotten to the point where fuck you, fuck your mama, fuck your grandma, fuck your uncle. I will fight all of y'all. And y'all sister, I bet you won't do nothing.
Because that's what they've been taught.
Exactly. Because we've been taught that, it's kind of hard to do anything but that.
Yeah, you only know what you've been taught unless you choose to go outside of that and gain knowledge.
But that's us. So it makes it, our palette of people to choose from, like, very rare. So when you get lonely, you decide to choose somebody. And then when you do, it's just like, you a bum, like, you live off your mama, like, ugh. You don't even clean and wash your ass right. Like, what is the point? And in his case, it's you a hoe, you a hoe, you a hoe. You a hoe because of light-skinned Keisha, because of Nicki Minaj, no offense, Cardi B. Like, all these people who teach these women to sell their ass, literally, all you get is ass selling. Like, I can't even get a friend who don't want to sell their ass. Like, I ain't got none.
So here's a question. Is it the ass seller's fault or the buyer?
I feel like it's both.
Like,
I feel like it's both. Because
I know people who hate sex workers, and I'm like, but you shouldn't. The Johns are the ones who pay for the pussy. Like, or the penis and ass, depending on who it is.
Never pay for something.
I feel like it's half and half because honestly, you chose to sell it and you chose to take it instead of working for it. Some people are just.
See, I agree with half of it. I can't get mad at the ladies out there, and I can't get mad at them out there selling their body.
I mean, I'm not mad at them, but I still blame them. Like, you're part of the problem. Like, if you, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, people like T.S. Madison, where you hear her, and you're like, okay, well, I sold myself to do this. I had a purpose. It's different. But there's a lot of people in our generation don't have a purpose for selling themselves. They just do it. Like, I don't know what to say, but honestly, I've met a lot. There's one girl I knew in high school, and this is from, like, I guess from the people I knew. I can't say for everybody, but the people that I knew purposely that were doing this shit, like, no. There was a girl when I was in 10th grade, light-skinned, pretty, but she was the whole of the whole school, and she was fucking everybody. And you're sitting there like, oh! And then you find out, oh, so she done fucked the person in the bathroom. She got caught fucking a person in the elevator. She done got caught fucking a person in the hallway. Oh, she was fucking somebody in the parking lot in a car.
And why do we shame her?
I never shamed her. But the thing about it was I felt bad for her because she felt like it was cool enough to sell herself like that. Like, you are more than that. And I guess being a woman...
She knows. That's why she's charging for that.
But she wasn't charging shit. She was just getting fucked.
So she didn't get anything?
Nothing but the good time. And the fact that the whole school knew that she fucked 10 people up at a time. Like...
Selena Powell's friend happily admitted she slurped down 7 NBA players on her birthday.
I heard about that. I don't blame her because she made money from it. I'm sorry, but if you ain't money,
did y'all know that sperm, when you're man ejaculating, you got a little his blood in it?
Yes, I did actually.
I just realized that the other day.
But see the thing of
babe.
But see, my
when a man ejaculating you, he leaving the blood.
That thing.
So, really think long and hard. It's some things when they talk about sex as far as the energy and stuff, that shit is real. A man really do leave that shit in you. He leaves a little of his DNA in you.
Well,
whether you get pregnant or not.
I don't like you because my ex decided that was not the best thing to do. Ever.
What was it?
This is getting too good.
I was
like the cake where
He didn't bust?
Never.
How do you she was weak.
Never.
How?
Wait, he says he did it one time, but that was on my butt cheek, so that doesn't count.
Bruh.
What was he doing?
At that point, I fell asleep and woke back up because I was bored, and he was just like, he was just at the point of being finished with my butt cheek. So I was like, oh damn, okay, well, hey. Went to sleep. I was because oh, okay. Every woman can attest to the moment of being like, this is just too damn much. Like, I'm putting on this whole show and it's not worth it anymore. Because my pleasure is not the same as obviously what you're feeling at this point in time. So I might as well just and pretend. So that's what I did. And then I actually fell asleep. And this man was still he didn't realize.
He didn't know.
He didn't know.
So obviously he doesn't know what it feels like when a woman has enjoyed a
But see,
because not feel, you feel.
oh. This is why exactly when I pointed out earlier when I said I don't think you've been with as many people as you try to say, I don't believe it. Like I really
So she fakes going to sleep in the middle of sex?
people have been there before, they know what I'm talking about. I promise you some people have. Where they pretended to go to sleep or they pretended to, okay, now I'm happy now, we can end this. And they just be like, maybe not in y'all situation, but I promise you, I done talked to friends and stuff too and said like, sleep, where they've been like, sleep, where they've been like, I'm over it, I already met my
Go
climax.
pee is what I would say. I gotta go pee.
No, I've met people who've been like, I've had my climax already, I'm good. Like, let me just help you out so we can end this because this is a waste of my time because obviously you're not getting to the spot that I need.
I wouldn't fake sleep though.
I did.
And you wake up. Oh wow. So wait, what did he normally do any other time you guys were intimate?
I mean, there was more. Honestly, I can be honest. There was a lot of times where it was okay and it was good, but then there was a few times where you just be like,
But you said he didn't ejaculate. So how do y'all stop?
Okay.
Wait.
Well, that's not the truth. He would
That's
ejaculate.
what typically
It
stops.
would
So-
just be like after the fact thing. Like you must do what I need so that I can reach my climax. But I am done fulfilling your needs, honey. So please put this in where? Ha!
Complete my newest acquisition.
Wait, they can't see.
Ha!
So please insert this where it needs to go. Ha! So that
he expected.
so that he can finish his needs. But girl, I have met yours, so we are done with that. So I will pleasure you to, well, no, you will pleasure me, her needs, so that I may meet my needs too. And you're like, fuck all that shit. So what did I do? I became very petty and childish. Decided to, all right, I'm done. And he was like, what you mean, girl?
We gon' eat the most.
This is I didn't tell you that before.
We are 49 minutes in and we read 2 stories. Wow! Wow!
Relationships can be almost bad because I know some people who are in really good relationships, but I guess it's one of my choices. It's just for me to find the right person. I have to find somebody who is kind of like sharp.
I don't think there's a right person. I think there's a person you're really willing to deal with.
I haven't found that person. I will deal with a lot of people. And it's not even because they are. Okay, so there's no book that says you have to file the person.
No, which is why I've decided that in my life,
You can. You took the words out of my mouth. If I was gonna give you any advice, safely have you a couple of friends with them.
right? Because it's not worth it.
A relationship.
It's too much. Not even that it's too much, but the work that it requires. I haven't found a person who is the same, at least, if not more, but the same amount that I am, so that we at least feel connected. And I'm not about to sit here and put out all my information, and my business, and my insecurities for somebody to run all over like I just did before. Because being my first relationship, that's when I realized that being in one in general, you have to do that and give somebody all of that respect and respect. And when you do and they don't, it's just like, what am I here for? Put on this whole show so you, your mama, your brother, everybody can have and feel some kind of way? No. Y'all can all suck it.
Oh. Okay.
Right. Like, wow. I mean, I always wanted us to do this, but I didn't think they'd be willing to, so that's why they never put it all out there. But I've been gone. I've been empty a long time ago, child. I've been empty. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm like,
I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. He pissed me off because him almost got in a fist fight because I told him, you either leave this girl or you leave us. Because I promise you, we are not putting up with this bullshit. Because I will find this bitch and beat her ass.
She's not worth it. So you go over there, you beat her up, then she goes on social media and says she beat up, blah, blah, and then she continues.
I will take her phone. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? I'll break her neck.
So you can so she continues to call him.
No,
Or she'll hit you. Or she'll hit you with the line of, you can't fuck him, that's your brother, you just mad. I'm like, trust me, you don't even want to go down that path.
Oh, see, I'm not that person you want to play with because I'll skip all that and come break the kneecap.
And then when she calls the cops, and now you're in jail, they call the charge.
When I get out of jail, I'll come break your other kneecap.
You're on probation, and she has a restraining order against you. So if you go over there, they pick you back up.
Then I'm gonna just go my arms and be back in jail. At least I know by the end of it, she won't be able to pleasure nobody.
I have learned in the year 2020. Some of these people like to call it law.
Everybody like to call it law. They scary
as hell. So you got to be a little careful with some of the stuff you do nowadays.
Okay,
but
these people not about that. Okay, for real, for the camera.
6ix9ine put that out.
I wouldn't. He showed me, but I wouldn't do none of that. Honestly, like if somebody came on my brother, I would just be like nothing because I know how he is.
If somebody came here, we're not gonna tell you on camera.
No, like not at all.
Just don't do it.
He'll handle it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just don't do it. Ain't that Lil Wayne who said stay strapped, always strapped? When the mid club, so yeah, don't do it. That's all I would say. Don't do it. Just don't do it. We're not gonna tell you. We're not gonna get on camera. We're not gonna send any messages and tell you what we're gonna do. Just don't do it.
Don't.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Cause all
people like to go up. All of a sudden, you'll watch major shenanigans in the party team tonight, so you can screen record this part of her saying, and he said, nope, nope, we ain't gonna tell you. I told you she broke my knee. No, we ain't gonna tell you. Told you it was her.
I knew it.
Damn. I feel like this is right here. I feel like this was a part 1 on a bit of relationship.
Really though.
Because we're approaching 54 minutes, so I don't want this to be too long. Let's call this a part 1. We may be filming part 2 in a day or two, maybe tomorrow. Shoot. Because I really, being honest with the camera, 2K relationships, I'm kind of like, when? Who's clock was he doing all this? So it's like, oh, okay. Well, let's hear it. But I feel like I know how this is gonna go. He's gonna start telling his story. Then she's gonna jump in. She's gonna have some more to add, and we'll be at 1 hour and 50 minutes. So I don't want to go too
far. Too far.
Too farther.
I don't want that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to go too farther.
Too farther.
With this, because I definitely want to do a part 2. Maybe tomorrow night we'll do a part 2, or tomorrow we'll do a part 2 and kind of hear a little bit more about these millennium relationships. Because she brought a good thing about the fact that, you know, the trust is not there. I'm gonna be honest, something I've noticed in millennium relationships, and Lil Baby is the one, since I mentioned we're on his internet, he's the one who brought it out to me. When the COVID situation started, he was mentioning how he'd much rather kick it with his homies and the niggas. He don't want to be with this girl. Like, he'll pull up on her and fuck, but he feel like he can trust his niggas more than he can trust the bitch.
I mean, it's very true, because if you think back to it, honestly, like, a lot of females these days, especially in our millennium, I'm not gonna lie, they really are the ones who set people up. They really are the ones who set people up.
And that's what I've had to keep in my mind and separate when I hear some of this stuff, because I'm like, it's a difference. You know, I get it. You know, in this day and age, I keep going back to, if you weren't shown a certain example, if you didn't see, know, understand, feel, touch,
They never got that choice.
then you don't know. And if you're not in a situation to go outside and see, a lot of kids now, they didn't have parents who were together in real relationships. They really don't have grandparents who were really in real relationships. So they don't have that example. They don't have anyone who's had a healthy, and this is my thing, I don't even say traditional, I say healthy. Hell, I didn't even have a necessarily healthy relationship example growing up as a kid with my parents. But having the insight to understand where that wasn't quite right and that ain't what I wanted, and when you're honest enough to say that's not what I want and that's not the type of person I want to be, then you put forth effort every single day to be different and not be that. And nowadays, for the millennial generation, scamming gets you money easier. So working is looked at different.
You want me to be honest? When I was in
I ain't gonna hold you. If I could have been born 20 years later, I would have been. I ain't gonna hold you. To be a scammer now with y'all?
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie. When I was in the 11th grade, before I chose to do homeschool for 12th grade, there were a lot of kids who were saying that you should do nursing because of, like, they were telling me all the stuff you should do because you didn't. Like, they already figured it out.
Not working.
They already figured it out back then how to do and play and not have to do too much work. Back then is when I realized I don't want to be that person. I want to actually do it. But a lot of other people already figured out how to do it.
Can I be honest? I like a little of both. I've reached a point in my life where I understand there's no magic rainbow. Like, you're not gonna wake up one morning and suddenly you got it. No, babe. You gonna wake up one morning an old wrinkly person. If you lucky, God willing. If not, you just not gonna wake up one morning. That's gonna be the end of it. So I like how some of the millennials feel like, let's not spend our life sitting in somebody's building, slaving. I love that mentality because that's me. I agree.
I just don't like how all of them feel like the best step with that is to get pregnant.
Yeah, she know I got a name in the city. Tryna run it up like Diddy. Fly like Millwood. Stay lit like Millwood.
Where do you get money for being pregnant?
No. They feel like the relationship comes before them. In my millennium, the relationship and sex is the
Ain't no relationship.
No.
If LK was a millennial, like if I was y'all's age now, fuck a relationship. I had 3 niggas and a possible woman that I have on my rotation.
But honestly, that's why you're not in our millennium, because you figured that out. My millennium ain't got that shit yet.
I wish I was y'all's age. I have a woman on my rotation, so when these niggas is getting on my nerves, I can cuddle with her, and ain't no bullshit.
That'd be nice. I mean, but Lil Baby and all of them have already proved
Lil
that.
Baby like cuddling with his niggas, like that's what I'm trying to get to.
But yeah, he's not.
Lil Baby and them make me think they like fucking they niggas. And I ain't being funny. But what on earth could possess you to say, I would much rather be up under my nigga who's giving you a kid?
If you saying it's your wifey,
You don't trust her? I wish a nigga would. I wish a nigga would be sliding in between me, telling me he don't trust me. You trust them dirt butt, stank ass niggas over me?
Them dirty bitches
Over me? Oh, okay.
Dusty, dirty bitches.
I just, when he said that, I knew. I was like, alright, so this has to be something different because how many dudes really, and this nigga really was over at this nigga's house rolling up the fatty, like, that's what he wanted to be. He didn't want to be with his girl.
These niggas hug each other, kiss each other, and be all up on each other all day, every day.
Lil Wayne started this shit with Birdman,
When
but
they
I'm gonna let
kiss each
that
other.
go.
Hey, we can't even talk about Lil Wayne. That's why his woman just left him because he decided to be with Trump.
With his bitch ass, he used to be a nigga back in the day.
He sure did, but
I
that's
used
why
to
his
tell
bitch
people that was my
just
stepbrother.
That's why his trash rolling out.
She really just left him
Call a
because she
nigga
said,
that was
"Oh,
my stepbrother."
you supporting Trump? Oh, I can't date you," and she left him. Literally, they had that. It was so important that they put it in the news.
That's what his duck ass did.
So it is what it does. Be interesting with the way this election seems to be turning out. Well, all these folks, celebrities, jumped on that bandwagon at the end. Who is that?
They do it every time.
What's my It looks like it's saying they gonna win.
They do it every time.
So yeah, what's your 2021 gonna look like?
They do it every time. I'll just check your Twitter one more time to see if you know. I don't know.
I'm like, let me see who is that girl.
Yeah, we still don't know.
It was. Did y'all remember about the dance moms? There was one of the girls on there. I can't remember. I just saw it today where they said in the news that she decided to support Trump, and everybody else kind of went at her. And it was being, I just saw it earlier.
Trump, child. All right, child. Y'all.
She supported Trump, and one of the other dancers came out and was like, "Oh no, that's not me."
No.
See, that's what I'm looking for. I can't find it.
Yeah, wow.
It changed by 1%. I mean, not 1%, but a point.
I
He
told
was
you
at
he
one
was
point
away.
49.9. National was 49.1. First he was 49.0. He got another point.
The way I think it's going, I think that Biden has it.
He's only 6 points away from 270.
Right. I think he has it. Trump just doesn't want it.
Let it go, man.
I'm gonna have to put together a different cocktail for the part too, cause Kennedy Brown got this one over here. Fuck this nigga. Fuck that one. He did anything, yeah. So yeah, I'm ready. You got to put it together. Yeah, that was the French Connection. Shout out to K-Tech. We did the French Connection for his birthday. We didn't drink, he wanted. And he said, and so, he wanted a French Connection for his birthday, so we put that together. And I had plenty left over and said, let's put it together for tonight. And it was real good. Tasted real good. I'm about to pour off another one. I'll be honest. Oh, well, I will go. I'll be honest, we may end this here, but depending on the game, I might pull something, we go some more. If they want to tell us a story, we might go ahead and do the part 2 tonight. I might not even wait. I'm going to let them decide. It's up to them. Yeah, I'll let them decide. We'll end for a second. If they want to go ahead and do the part 2 tonight, we'll switch up a little of music and then do a part 2. If not, we'll check in a couple of days. But other than that, I think we'll end it here. I mean... We really, really, really got to it tonight in the party scene. So, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I want to thank you for listening. Make sure that you follow, like, subscribe, comment, all that razzle dazzle. I want to give a quick thank you and shout out to MJ Kayne Media, Candid Creations, Major Movement Inc., The Grind Factor and Grind Time Radio ATL, and most importantly, you, Kayne Gang, for watching, listening, subscribing, and all that good old jazz. Thank y'all for showing us so much love. Thank y'all for showing us love. I think we're at 8 or 9 likes so far on our one chip challenge video, 28, 29 views. So those watch views are going up. Appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Think we gonna end it here? see what everybody wants to do and then pick it up from there. And you guys stay safe, stay happy, keep smiling regardless through it all. Understand you got one life to live and live it to the fullest. Because what did Drake say? Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. I wish that I could have this moment for life. We out, y'all. For life. We out. Thank y'all.
Stream live weekly on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Spreaker. It's the party team with your girl, Lady Kayne. Drinking and smoking, party team. Drinking and smoking, party team. Drinking and smoking, party team. We lying and smoking, party team. We on Facebook and smoking, it's the party team. We on YouTube, it's the party team. We on Spreaker and smoking, it's the party team. We Lady Kayne and smoking, it's the party team.